Once upon a time, in a quiet little town between rolling hills and whispering forests, lived a woman named Sophia. She was known by everyone for her stunning beauty, her gentle mystery, and her deep desire to learn the English language. Sophia lived alone in a charming cottage at the edge of town. Colorful flowers filled her garden, blooming in every shade you could imagine. Even though she looked like someone from a fairy tale, she kept to herself. She rarely left her home, except for peaceful evening walks through the woods. People in town often whispered stories about her, rumors of a lost love or hidden secrets. But Sophia never listened. Her heart focused only on one dream: to speak English fluently. Every morning, as the sun rose and painted the sky in gold and pink, Sophia would sit at her old wooden desk. She studied hard, flipping through textbooks and writing notes in her leather journal. She practiced each word with care, speaking out loud and repeating sounds again and again until the words felt like a beautiful melody on her tongue. One day, while walking through the cobblestone streets of town, Sophia saw a stranger. He was tall and graceful, with eyes as blue and bright as polished sapphires. His name was Alexander. He was a traveler who had explored faraway lands and lived through many exciting adventures. Alexander noticed Sophia right away. Her beauty caught his eye. But it was her dedication to learning English that truly touched his heart. He offered to help her, becoming her English tutor. Sophia agreed, her eyes lighting up with hope. From that day on, their lessons began. Under the shade of ancient oak trees and beside gentle flowing streams, they studied together. Slowly, word by word, Sophia and Alexander explored the magic of the English language, together. They spoke to each other with care, as if every word was a precious gem. Together, they formed sentences that felt light and beautiful, like butterflies dancing in the breeze. As weeks turned into months, a strong bond began to grow between them. It wasn't just because of their shared lessons, but because they had started to understand each other's hearts deeply. But hidden beneath their happiness, a quiet danger was waiting. One night, under the soft light of the moon, Sophia and Alexander sat by the warm fire in her cozy cottage. Suddenly, a knock echoed through the room. Alexander's face changed. A shadow crossed his expression as he stood up. His hand slowly moved to the handle of his sword. At the door stood a mysterious figure, covered in a dark cloak. The night hid his face, but his voice carried a serious warning: danger was coming, and it would affect them both. Sophia's heart pounded. Fear and confusion filled her mind. But Alexander didn't waver. His eyes stayed strong as he promised to protect her, no matter what, and so, they began a dangerous journey together. They crossed rocky paths and sailed across stormy seas. Along the way, they met both friends and enemies. Each test made them braver and brought them closer. Through all the fear and danger, Sophia never let go of her dream: to speak English fluently. The words she had learned gave her strength. The love between her and Alexander gave her hope. At last, as they stood at the edge of a new beginning, Sophia understood something powerful: language had brought them together. It had built a bridge between their hearts and helped them face the world as one. When the sun rose and golden light touched the earth, Sophia and Alexander stood side by side. They were ready to face whatever came next. In each other's arms, they had found comfort, peace, and the promise of a future full of hope and endless possibilities.